Hello, my new friends. So, guess what? Guess what I want to talk about? Because you all know that I use a wheelchair, and yes, I still walk, albeit not pretty, but I still walk. But I still need a wheelchair. So, guess what today's topic is about? Sometimes I feel like a fraud because I can still walk. Let's get into it. So, I use a wheelchair, like I said, but I can stand and I can take steps. I can walk. And sometimes that little voice in my head says, then why are you in a wheelchair? What are people going to think if they see you get up? And that's the problem. You know, that's what I really was thinking when I transitioned from my scooter to the wheelchair. I was scared to get up in the store. Because in the scooter, people expect you to walk, but when you're in a wheelchair, people don't expect you to walk. But having MS doesn't mean that one day you can walk and the next day you can never walk again. For some people it might, but the majority of it doesn't. Mobility doesn't always work that way. Some of us can walk, but walking hurts. That's my case. Walking hurts. Some of us can walk, but every step takes every ounce of energy out of our bodies that we simply do not have to spare. So if I decided to walk through the grocery store, I'm going to use every single spoon that I have for today, tomorrow, and probably the day after that. It's just too much. It's too much. Some of us deal with severe fatigue. I know for me, walking can take out so much of me that something that seems simple to another person can leave me completely exhausted. I walk through the store, I will come home, and I won't be able to get up just to go to the bathroom. That's how tired I will be. Just completely wiped out. Pain out of this world. Not on 10, on 1,000. Like, it's just not pretty. It's not worth it. So some people with MS have legs that become so stiff that walking any distance is difficult. Some of us, like myself, have drop foot. We may be able to walk, but that doesn't necessarily mean walking is always the safest choice, because tripping is an option. Not an option, but tripping is inevitable when you have a drop foot. If you're not careful and you trip, your foot is dragging and you end up tripping and falling. And sometimes our bodies simply say, not today. That's where a wheelchair or another mobility device comes in. It's a tool. It isn't proof that I can't walk. It doesn't mean I've given up. It doesn't mean I'm pretending to be more disabled than I am. It means I am listening to my body and using something that helps me safely live my life. But I'll admit, there's one situation that still gets into my head. Every once in a while, I've gotten better. I'm out somewhere using my wheelchair or another mobility device and get back in my car. I stand up, put my mobility device in my car, so I have to lift it up, put it in my car, and then walk around to the driver's side. Albeit not pretty, but I still walk around to the driver's side. Immediately I think, who saw me? Are they wondering why I was using a wheelchair if I can walk? Do they think I'm faking? But then I have to remember to myself, I have to remind myself of something very, very, very important. Strangers are seeing a few seconds of my life. I'm living all of it. They only see a tiny fraction. I have to live the whole entire thing. They don't know how my legs feel. They don't know how tired I am. They don't know how much pain I may be in. They don't know whether my legs are stiff, whether my foot is dragging, or whether I am trying to conserve energy to make it through the rest of my day. I don't owe anyone a performance of disability just to prove that I need help. If I can walk from the back of my car to the driver's seat, wonderful. If I need my wheelchair to get through the grocery store, a festival, a doctor's appointment, or a day out with my family, that's okay too. My wheelchair doesn't take walking away from me. It gives me more choices. It gives me freedom. It allows me to live a pain-free life. It allows me to conserve energy. I can help keep me from falling. It can help reduce my pain and fatigue. And sometimes it allows me to participate in something I might otherwise have missed. And those are facts. So without the wheelchair, I would not be able to do things with my grandkids, go to the store, any of that, because I will not be able to walk around the store. So if you're an ambulatory wheelchair user and you've ever felt like a fraud, remember this. Being able to walk does not mean you don't need your wheelchair. Use your cane whenever you need it. Use your walker when you need it. And I use my walker to walk from the house to the car and back from the car to the house, because walking without it is not safe. And you know, every once in a while, if I'm super tired, I'll get my wheelchair out and use that to go in the house. So I have to do what's best for me. Use your scooter when you need it. Use your wheelchair when you need it. And if someone happens to see you stand up afterwards, let them see you. Your mobility device is not a declaration of what you cannot do. It is a tool that helps you do more of what you still can do. So just let me read that again. Your mobility device is not a declaration of what you cannot do. It is a tool that helps you do more of what you still can do. And there's absolutely no shame in that. None whatsoever. And remember, my new friends, we are stronger together. You are never in this alone. And I hope this helped free you some and allows you to move around how you need to move without guilt, without feeling like a fraud, because you are not a fraud. You are wonderful. You are beautiful. And I love you guys. So thank you for spending some time with me. And remember to subscribe, share, leave a comment about your experiences or anything else you would like for me to know. And I do know for sure I have material for this topic. I just didn't bring it with me. But I do have material for that, and I will post a link to that. And as always, my friends, we are in this together, and thank you 1,000 times. And you all just don't know, by doing these videos, it is actually giving me a sense of peace, because those are things that are placed on my heart, things that I think about daily, that I talk about, and the things that I go through. And I know I'm not alone. And that's why I decided to share, because I know I'm not alone. But in any case, I don't want this video to be too long. But thank you guys. Bye.